Here goes the World War III news. Look what's going on in France right now. This is a protest. Then Las Vegas also held a protest last night. There's supposed to be some across the United States today, and they just don't know if it's going to be violent. And if y'all want a video on that,
is putting law enforcement on high alert today nationwide after the former head of Hamas called for a, quote, global day of jihad. The terror group calling for Muslims to take to the streets to show their anger over the events unfolding on the Gaza Strip. Dre Clark is live in New York, where NYPD is taking the threat seriously. Dre, this has to be something that has everyone on high alert.
Yeah, Nick, good morning to you. Be hyper vigilant. That's the message coming from the FBI here. All across the country, law enforcement agencies are beefing up their patrol. Here in New York City, the mayor and police commissioner says right now there are no known credible threats being made against the city, but the police department is planning to increase its visibility significantly starting today. This comes as a former leader of Hamas has called for a day of general mobilization, although some people have interpreted that as being a call to arms and violence.
yeah, this ain't just the United States. We got protests all across the world right now. And even France. France had a big protest with the Palestine. And of course they made bans just in case it turned violent. We had a protest in Columbus, Ohio. I also heard there's one in Toledo, Ohio that's going to be getting ready to take place, which is close to me. So people was iffy about the article that I used about Lindsey Graham, threatening to bomb the world. He was talking about bombing Iran, but he said, everywhere that there would be Islamic or any kind of Hamas or anything like that would be bombed. And that's literally pretty much in every country. So his statement was viewed as bombing the world. Had to put that out there, had to fix that up. But once Israel stormed Gaza, man, this can really brew out of control. As y'all can see, the world is split on how to handle this situation. And at some point down the line, we have to think about the threat of Russia, China, and the United States actually engaging each other, as all of them are on separate sides of this field as well. Now, Israel is giving the Gaza citizens 24 hours to evacuate, which is probably shorter now. And as Israel's giving that warning, the United States is saying that we got Israel's back. Once again, our defense secretary, Austin, has now said we got their back. The United States is saying Turkey's military operations in Syria is weakening the fight against ISIL. Well, you guys are on the opposite sides of the war. Putin's even saying that Israel's ground invasion of the Gaza would be unacceptable. Putin said as he had a meeting in Kyrgyzstan. Oh well, things are getting wild in the world. Anyways, more news next.